Hey everybody, Hoosier Jedi here with another review for you. This time I'm talking episode 4 of season 6 of Arrow, Reversal. And all in all, I thought this was a pretty solid episode. Caden James is not if he has a counterpart in the comics, I'm not familiar with who it is. But I do like that he's obviously a really smart guy and a very good chess master. Everything that we think he's doing, it turns out that that's not what he's doing, and everything that Team Arrow, well, what Team Arrow does to try and stop him, ultimately ends up helping him. So it somewhat feels similar to what's going on the Flash right now, where it's not about an enemy who has power, or at least raw power. It's about fighting somebody who's a lot smarter than you and is really good at manipulating the heroes to help them accomplish their goals. And that's quite interesting. It's interesting to kind of put somebody like that up against Barry, and it's also interesting to put somebody up against Oliver. And it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out, especially since Oliver helping Argus illegally detain Caden under inhuman conditions played no insignificant role in him basically going from hacktivist to terrorist. So this kind of creates an interesting connection where, once again, the good guys have a hand in making the villain that they have to fight. Of course, we also get to see a little bit of a flip side with that, with Elena from Helix coming to Felicity for help, and ultimately being willing to come on board with her and Curtis on their new venture together, which a part of me was really hoping they were going to call Infinity Incorporated, but I suppose maybe that's just a little bit too much. But you never know. They could change the name of the company they decide to found later on. Anyway, we do continue to see that Oliver and Felicity's relationship is progressing quite nicely. We get to see some a really nice reversal with Oliver being the one, behind the computer, trying to give guidance out in the field. That's a very nice touch, a very nice reversal of the roles. And Felicity shows that, despite this not really being her forte, she's learned enough that she can at least do okay out in the field, which is nice. Not really much to say about Diggle this episode, or Renee. I do continue to like him and Quentin's verbal sparring. Quentin getting on his case about double negatives, which, yeah, don't really think that's the worst thing in the world, grammar-wise. This episode does continue to highlight that, Black Siren, there's not going to be a redemption arc for her. This lady is just too far gone. She looks like Laurel, but she's evil, and, don't entertain any other notions otherwise. Although her remark about once having a family at some point, too, is intriguing. I mean, on Earth 2, Oliver is supposed to be dead. We have no idea what's up with the Sarah, the Quentin, and the Dinah of that world. So it would be interesting to see and learn more about what their exact fates were. And let's see. Yeah, while this was a fun episode, I can't really honestly think about too much else to say about this whole situation. It was a good episode. It was, however, a pretty straightforward episode. I do like, though, that we are finally kind of starting to move towards a more cohesive arc. And I really hope we get to pick back up on the Vigilante story arc again. I mean, they have said this season we will find out who Vigilante is. I mean, that letting that hang, I think that was one of the real big missteps of season 5, because you were introduced to this character. It's really heavily implied that, I thought Vigilante was going to be the big bad of the season for quite a while, and then it ultimately turned out it was going to be Prometheus, which, okay, that's fine. That all worked out to the show's credit. But then just going and leaving such a big thing for season 6, that kind of felt like maybe the writers realized, like, you know what, we've put too much on our plates, and we've got to somehow deal with that. Which, okay, I'm sure that does happen. Nobody's perfect, but still, that was quite disappointing. Um, yeah, guys. Once again, short as it is, I do think that is everything that I had to say about this episode. So I'm going to leave it here. As always, please comment, rate, subscribe, and of course you can follow me on Twitter at Hoosier Jedi, and please also join me on Tumblr at Jedi Reviewer. Until next time, take care and have a good one.